Ladies and gentlemen, we just had one heck of a green day in the stock market today, and we got to break it down in this video. We have to break down some charts. I want to go over individual stocks with you guys, and we got to break down some news around crypto, although I'm not a crypto expert. In fact, I'm far from it. We're going to just talk about it a little bit in this video and go over what I'm doing in the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and get yourself some free stocks from Moomoo. Use my link down below, deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. And on top of the 5 stocks, you also get a free share of NEO guaranteed. Again, use that link down below, and let's get right into the video. So take a look, guys. We had a crazy green day. I was about to say red day. Caught myself. It was not a red day. I'm so used to red. That's why I was about to say it. But we had a crazy green day today. The NASDAQ went up over 3.5, almost 3.6%. We had the Russell up 2.7, Dow up 2%, S&P up 2.6. We had the VIX down 7%, and even though it went down 7%, guys, VIX is still up above. It's up above 30, which makes me a little bit nervous. I'll be honest, which is why I'm not completely going 100% bullish on the markets yet, because you guys got to realize, again, VIX is at a very elevated level. We had oil come down a huge chunk today. Oil down 11% as I'm making this video. We had gold down 2.25%. And by the way, guys, all these charts still look very bullish. It looks like today's pullback was simply a healthy pullback. That's it. I mean, look at gold's chart. It's still riding the 180 moving average on this hourly chart. I'm assuming silver is doing the same. Yup, riding that 180 moving average. It's looking good. And let's see oil. And by the way, this is all on the 20-day time frame for all these, oil, gold, silver, right? Oil, same thing. We're riding the 180 moving average. So this was a much-needed pullback. And you guys know me. I'm not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull either. I know there's going to be recessions, big sell-offs, right? But I'm gonna give it to you guys real. I'm not looking to, sway you in this direction or that direction. We're just breaking down what we're seeing, and that's what I'm seeing. The uptrend is still holding in all of these, gold, silver, and crude oil. And when it comes to SPY, we're still in a downtrend. Yep, you heard that right. We're still in a downtrend, like I mentioned in my previous video, and that was a couple of hours prior to you watching this video. And really nothing has changed since that video. We're still in a downtrend on the 20-day chart. We're under the 180 moving average, and the same thing for Triple Q. It's in a downtrend. It's right under the 180 here. And this could very well be a bull trap. The run that we saw today could very well be a bull trap. And that's kind of what I think, guys. Like it or not, I don't know. What do you think? Drop me a comment. Let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's talk a little bit about some stocks now. By the way, if you want to join my Patreon, got to plug this in here. Use that link down below. You get all my real-time moves. If you're interested, you get Discord access, morning update videos exclusive to the Patreon members. If you're interested, that's linked down below. Now let's talk about what's going on in crypto. And again, like I said, I am not a crypto expert. I'm the furthest thing from it. I know a little bit about crypto. I mean, I made money on Bitcoin in 2017. Recently I bought in May. Well, I guess it's almost 2 years ago now. I bought in May 2020 when it was like 8,000, 7,000. So I made money on Bitcoin, but I'm not one of these guys that's a Bitcoin maximalist. Oh, Bitcoin's the end all be all. I'm not that. I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know. What do you guys think? You've been watching my videos. Do you think I'm crazy on Bitcoin or what? I do talk about it sometimes, but I'm pulling up my Coinbase. We have Bitcoin up 9% right now. Ethereum's up 6%. Ethereum too. For some reason, Coinbase has some of the most random coins that pop up at the top. Why is Ethereum 2 at the top for me? I don't know. I guess that's the order. Ethereum 2's up 6%, but they're the same price. Again, I don't know a lot about crypto, right? I'm way more passionate about the stock market. That's what I like to focus on. So forgive me if I mess some things up here. Tether's at 1. Yep, that's with the US dollar. XRP's up 6%. Terra's up 17%. So we have a lot of big green moves in the crypto market right now. It's because of this executive order that's going down with President Biden, who signed it today, calling on the government to examine the risks and benefits of cryptocurrency. And I heard, again, I'm not an expert, I'm not heavily in the space, but I heard around different people on Twitter, YouTube, some podcasts, whatever, that this was supposed to happen, or it's always been talked about here for a while, and over the past 1-2 months, people have really been looking forward to this, or waiting, anticipating it, and now it finally came out, the executive order, and the measures focus on 6 key areas in terms of this order: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. And while financial regulators have taken a cautious view towards cryptocurrency, the executive order marked the first time the White House has had weight on it formally, right? You guys know that. We applaud the White House for recognizing this as a defining moment for the U.S. innovation on the world stage, said Faryar Shahzad, right? That's the chief policy officer of the U.S., the largest U.S. crypto exchange, which you guys see on the screen right here. It's Coinbase. So a lot going on right now, guys. He also said, actually, never mind. He didn't say anything else. What I just said is what he said, and we could be one. This is the big thing, guys. With the government starting to look at it, we are one step closer now to a spot ETF. We got the futures ETF. How long ago was that? I forget. A couple of months ago, and I don't even remember the ticker. Is it BITO? Was it that? Yeah, I think this is it, guys. We got this future ETF, but we need a spot ETF. So now that the government regulations, they're looking deeper into it, it shot up the price of Bitcoin. It's good news, right? And now we're one step closer to the spot, which a lot of people are going to be able to invest in Bitcoin via just the paper markets, if you will, kind of like GLD with physical gold. If you don't want to buy physical gold, which in this case Bitcoin, having a Ledger Nano OS or having some other type of wallet, I guess that would be you, and buying it and putting it in the wallet, that would be you like having physical gold in your possession. That's equivalent, kind of like GLD would be equivalent to, right, the spot ETF, whenever the heck that ends up coming out. So that's what's going on, right? And again, let me know in the comments if I screwed anything up. I probably did. Let me know in the comments. And look at this, Coinbase is up 11%. All you guys in my Patreon know this is one that I owned a while ago. Man, it's been a while, probably a good couple of months, and I sold it when we saw that massive rip. I remember I was holding shares at around 250, 260 for a little bit of time there. Then we had that meteoric run, like I said, to 370, ended up dumping out, and I was thinking to myself, under $200, I might consider entering Coinbase. That's what I was thinking couple of months ago, actually, after I got out of my position, and I didn't do it yet. And we're sitting at about $178, and the reason is because a lot of other stocks that a couple months ago I didn't know they were going to come down along with Coinbase, a lot of other stocks I like more than Coinbase. I got to be honest. Facebook's one of them. I've been buying that. PayPal, I've been buying that. Google, you guys know I love Google. I've been buying that. So these are stocks that I'd rather put money in than Coinbase at these levels. But trust me, if Facebook was at fair value or, overvalued, if Google was way overvalued, PayPal way overvalued, I would much rather put money in Coinbase if it was at the same levels as now, if that makes any sense. So that's a little rundown on Coinbase, and technically speaking, you guys can see it for yourselves. This is still downtrending. Doesn't look like it wants to reverse at any moment in the near-term future, so be very mindful of that. So I have one alert set. What is this, at 220? Let me do another one here at $200. Maybe let's just do it at 185. 185 is about $7 higher from where we are right now, and it's also by the 180 moving average. So what do you guys think about crypto? Drop me a comment down below. And again, you guys know I'm not one of these Bitcoin maximalists, these crypto guys that's all in crypto. I do have a little crypto, but I also have gold, and I have most of my money in stock market, right? That's just what I personally do. Just putting that out there. So Let's talk about another one. Excuse me, guys. My throat's getting a little clogged up here. Hold up. That's a good coffee right there. So let's talk about another one, Mara. This is actually a what is it? A Bitcoin mining, crypto mining stock, and we haven't talked about it in a while because this thing's been bludgeoned from $83 down to $20. So I haven't talked about it really at all in the past couple of months. Due to that reason, there's really no point. I mean, it's getting destroyed. So who wants to trade that? I mean, you could short it, but there was no way to make money going long unless you scalped it on the way up, which I didn't. But now we're slowly peaking out of these moving averages, so I am starting to gain some interest. We notice a wedge on the 4-hour chart. We're trying to make higher lows. You guys can see we hit 19.16. Now we just hit about $22 on this low. So if this takes out the wedge here, we start breaking 28 plus, that is where we might start getting a reversal. But you guys know how these trade. You know, this is not the first rodeo we've had with the mining stocks for crypto. When crypto in general is getting destroyed, which it is now, you know, these don't do very well. And we have to get back in that crypto bull market, in my opinion, for this to really start breaking out. Because if this rally that we're seeing in Bitcoin is a bull trap, and we see a huge dump in Bitcoin later this week, next week, Mara's not going to hold up. It's just the bottom line. I mean, who knows? Anything could happen, but I don't think it's going to hold up. Today it went up 15%. Those gains could be erased in no time. So I'm putting my alerts. I got one at 28. I'll put another one at $31, and we'll watch it. I'm going to be patient with it. I'm not going to rush it, and we'll see what it does. Another one that I'm looking at here is LAC, Lithium Americas Corp. I got this one in my comments earlier today, I think, or maybe yesterday. So I figured I'd mention it because I looked at it and the chart looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not the best looking chart, not the worst, but I think if we start breaking out, you know, on the bullish side here, if we break the wedge, break out of $30, let's say, I'll put my alert at 30. You guys can see 30 was the high from about the end of February, 25th of February, and even earlier in February, we struggled at 30. So if this breaks the wedge, takes 30 out, it's probably going mid-30s. That'd be a nice breakout trade here on LAC. So I have my alert at $30 a share, and today it went up 8.4%, just to give you guys that little piece of information, and it closed above $28 a share. So I'm watching LAC. We had CrowdStrike report earnings today, and this stock looks like it's going crazy after market hours. Look at this, guys. Holy moly. It closed at 170. It went up 8% on the day, and now after hours it looks like it's up to $196. It is up about 15% on top of the 8% we saw it close. So one heck of a move here today for CrowdStrike. All in all, it's up 23%, 24%, something like that. So let's see what they ended up doing. They did 30 cents EPS versus 20 cents estimated, 431 million in sales versus 410.91 million. So nice double beat for CrowdStrike. They see Q1 adjusted EPS of 22 cents to 24 cents roughly, and they see, let's see here, full year 23 adjusted EPS of $1.03 to $1.13. Do we have any guidance for this year? Let's see here, guys. They see about, for the next quarter, 458.9 to 464.4 million versus 440 million in sales estimated. So a nice sales guide up for CrowdStrike here, and that's the reason why we're moving up. We had a double beat. The guidance for the next quarter sales looks fantastic. And what do I always say around earnings season, guys? Guidance is critical, and if guidance, EPS, we're talking revenue, is way above the estimates like we just saw, and they beat in the previous quarter, I mean, the stock's going to go up. I mean, not always. Anything is possible, like I say all the time. But for the most part, a good amount of times, let's just put it that way, stocks go up like crazy. So CrowdStrike, and on top of that, I mean, CrowdStrike has been in a bear market for a while, so it's already pricing in pretty terrible earnings, news, whatever, or maybe it's just being repriced, and it's all, like I said, it's already down a lot. There's no way, I mean, it's possible, but it's more likely that it's going to snap back on good earnings than continue to go down. after reporting good earnings, because it's already down a lot, if that makes any sense. So watch out for this breakout to continue, guys. If we break above, let's say 200, 205, I'll put my alert at 205, which was the high from, let's see here, when was that? The beginning of this month, end of February. So let's see, guys. Let's see if this momentum continues. I'm watching it. I'm also looking at XLE here, as we are pulling back from 80 bucks, which was the high from yesterday. Now we're at 75. This held up pretty well considering oil got clobbered. Today it went down 11%. XLE only went down 3%. And I'm not going to lie, there could be more downside. There's always more downside it's always possible for more downside, all right? That's what I'm trying to say here. And maybe it goes down to 70 bucks. Maybe it goes down to the 180 moving average on the 4-hour, right around 70 bucks here. And I think that could be an interesting dip buy as a swing trade. You guys know I'm long shares that I've held for months on months right now, and I might sell some of those. I'm considering it. But again, as a swing trade entry point, 70, 72 bucks. That's interesting for XLE in my opinion. Oxy is another one that I've been looking at. This one up today despite the carnage in oil. Occidental Petroleum went up 5.5% today. It's breaking back over the EMA on the 4-hour chart. And does this not look extremely bullish? I mean, look at this. We hit 64 bucks a couple of days ago. We saw the retracement and went down to 50 today. And then that dip was bought up like crazy. We went from 50 to 57 at close. This thing rallied from 50 to 57, 14% intraday today. So that's an extraordinary rally off that 50 moving average. Buyers just gobble this thing up. And it's looking very bullish. So this could go over 60 bucks again by the looks of the chart, guys. So watch out for that. And the last one for today is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. This one up 3.5%. And what we're noticing is we're in a wedge. I've mentioned this before. We have clear resistance, and we're making lower highs at the same time as we're making higher lows. And at this point, we're right under the moving averages, and I personally trimmed a little bit of my Apple today. I'll be honest, I trimmed a little bit of Apple today because, like Google, it's a pretty big holding for me, and I'm pretty overweight Apple right now, and I'm up a lot on it. I mean, this is a stock that, I have different, tax lots. I have different, I bought a bunch of shares this year. I bought a bunch of shares that year. So on some of my shares, I'm up a lot more. Some not up as much. But today I ended up selling out. I sold out of some shares, made about 25% on those shares. And the reason why is because A, I wanted to raise some cash, and B, I might start buying with that money, because you guys can see Apple is holding up quite nicely compared to some other stocks, right? So I might take that money and start buying more Facebook and or Meta, whatever the heck you want to call it. I might start buying more, what's the other one? Google, especially if it gets under 2,500 again, which now we're pushing 2,700. So obviously not as good of a deal as it was just a couple of days ago. I'm going to consider buying more PayPal if it gets under $100 again, which it probably will. It's at $100 right now. If it gets to 90, 95, I'll buy more. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing with that money. Heck, I might even buy more VOO, S&P 500 ETF, which is a core part of my portfolio. This one's down about 11% from all-time highs. So that's kind of what's going on through my head, guys, and just a little bit about what I think with these individual stocks, the overall markets, and a little bit of what I did today. So if you all enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and make sure to get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. Deposit at least $100. You get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. And on top of the 5 stocks, you get 1 free share of NEO guaranteed, which is what? $19, $20 a share. So get your free money. Link down below, and join my Patreon. Also link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.